What,
Okay, open our meeting at, it looks like 6:32. This is the June 13th meeting of the Rutland Planning Board. Just for everybody's information, there will be no Zoom access due to technical difficulties.
No.
I guess are insurmountable.
Yeah, you can't fix the internet sometimes.
Okay, first is meeting minutes of May 23rd.
make a motion to accept the May 23rd minutes?
Relatively brief minutes. Do I have a second?
Second, yeah. I read it.
Any discussion? And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have no public hearing, so, well, actually, that was scheduled for 6:45, so we have 11 minutes.
All right.
So. I guess.
To number 4 then?
If you want to move on to number 4, Lauren?
Yeah, why don't we? That should be fairly quick. Okay, administrative change to a special permit, Sean McLaughlin. Take a look. Okay. Which do we have any written correspondence from Mr. McLaughlin?
No, nothing specific. This was actually precipitated by the select board office because the current special permit has a different dealership's name listed in it. And he is no longer working with them. He's working with a different auto dealership that has since been issued their Class 2 license by the select board. So we're seeking an administrative change so that that can be corrected in the decision and recorded properly. And so everything matches.
Okay, but there's not gonna be 2 dealers in there.
No,
Okay.
he cut ties with the previous person.
Okay.
So it's just one dealer, all the same conditions were carried from the special permit onto the license as well.
Okay,
So,
Good.
in the special permit decision, the applicant is Star Auto Sales LLC. Do we have the name of the
Yes, it's BRZ Auto Sales.
BRZ Auto Sales?
yeah, I think I saw that someplace.
Yeah. So I guess, my only question, is there any reason for a public hearing or anything like that? I don't see it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, the permit looks pretty good
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. So, I'll accept a motion to, in the special permit decision, where it says the applicant is Star Auto Sales, to remove Star Auto Sales and insert BRZ Auto Sales.
Accept your motion, second. Yep.
Okay. You have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's out of the way. Well, let's see. And we still have 8 minutes to go. So, on to item 5. Request to release bond for CD Blair, Brice Drive, or Brintnal Estate, and Brice Estates Phase 2. that had been requested earlier, and we decided that we would wait until, I believe, May.
Yes, the minutes said May.
And we're already into June. So that's, well over the year,
Mm-hmm.
holding back anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, let's. Take it another time. I'll accept a motion to reduce the required surety for Maple Hill Estates to $0.00.
Also move.
Yeah, I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And accept the same motion for Brice Lemon Estates to reduce the required surety for Brice Lemon Estates to $0.00.
So move on that.
Second.
And any discussion?
No discussion, all
I'm
right.
trying to slow this down, because we're still got 7 minutes to go. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Here we go. All the way up to item 6. No. Yes. Brice Lemon Estates, we have no reports. I did go and visit Brice Lemon Estates, and that Lemon Circle section, I don't know what phase that is. It's not phase 4.
No. This isn't it?
When-
What's, Lemon? That was all by itself, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of an offshoot.
Yeah, I know. I think it's.
Unfortunately, the only reason why that was held up is,
Something, yeah, I think it was like 1A or something, yeah.
Anyway, I didn't go in and walk it. They definitely have equipment there. It looks like water and sewer. Has
Water
been
and
put
sewer
in.
and drainage is all in.
Drainage is in. However, I did note the equipment was rusty.
actually, they were working it pretty constantly.
Yeah.
The next step is the gravel. That's all they're waiting to put in now.
But basically, that's about it. We do not see any activity on phase 4. I don't believe he's done anything there.
I don't think he started yet.
No. Okay, item 7, Brintnal Estates.
I'm hoping it's gonna be started soon.
Yes, I would like to see it at least passable
Yeah.
for like this winter. Okay, Brintnal Estates, took a look at that one as well, and there is one foundation in, it looked like they were digging for a second one.
Didn't he say was it last night? Sometime that had a lot of the houses already sold? The lots?
I guess there's like 7 of them in there that are
Yeah.
ready to roll.
Yeah.
So, actually, the thing is, there's a lot of nice lots in there by comparison
They
to
come
some
up
of the
pretty
others.
nice.
Yeah.
Kind of funny that was the first project of that whole area,
Yeah,
1978.
wow.
And everything kind of got built first,
Mhm.
and that's the last one.
Yeah. Okay, on to item 8, Bear Hill 2 subdivision, took a look up there, basically, it looks like it is almost built out.
Mm.
Maybe 1 lot, 2 lots.
Probably, yeah.
Left to go.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I think it's, I'm trying to remember if he said it was sold out or not, or something like that. All I know was, I was watching a Concom when he was talking, I think, about that, yeah. Yeah.
So, and again, no reports on those, which I'm assuming there's no road work being done, base coat of paving is down.
Yeah.
So, and with 3 minutes remaining, item 9 on the agenda, upcoming public hearing. We do have a new submission for Hilltop Estates. Hearing will be opened on June 27th. I did notice the legal ad in the Telegram today, so that has been posted. And I guess, just gonna hope that Tim is back from vacation
Yeah,
Hmm.
by that time, because.
I believe he's going to be,
So,
unless he misses the airplane.
yeah, right.
which I can't blame them. So, oh yeah, we did both of those, number 5, thank you. Okay.
Okay, we're down to 2 minutes. By the way,
Sure.
did you get a copy of the Quinn report?
Yeah, a little while, just a few minutes ago. But that's.
Oh, that was probably the first 9 are listed.
By the way, we do in the packet have a response from Amy Questle, town council, regarding associate planning board member. Yeah, so
Right. no,
Yeah.
above that.
something to maybe look forward to,
It's in
but
there.
And he's made that comment before. Wow, that's.
I know
it's
that
gonna certainly require some
You guys know, I think that-
investigation.
We have
Put
it.
it that way.
Yeah, and also perhaps
So what do you make?
writing of a bylaw.
Oh, 1 minute.
Move to adjourn.
We go to at least 7 o'clock to adjourn.
Yeah, I know it.
That's why we do this. No head well, we flare it.
The hand says 6:45, but the second hand doesn't. Anyway, okay, we're gonna go to the public hearing.
6:45.
Okay, and I'm gonna take these a little bit out of order, Julian. Ridge Road, 46 Ridge Road, and 52 Ridge Road.
Yeah.
I do not see a resolution to our problem
Okay.
on this thing. So, I would say, number one, we're just gonna postpone these, let the clock run out, and let them be constructively approved,
Yeah,
you know?
That's-
I don't see any,
that works for me.
so,
Thank you. It's unfortunate, but let her roll.
Do we need a motion to postpone, I guess, still?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
To June 27th.
What?
Do you want to just say June 27th and see what happens
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, let's do that. So,
Is there, may I ask, is there anything we should review if
not
the
really.
lots look pretty good, they're 5 acres?
We can't approve it.
Oh, I see, so we can't even make
Yeah, so.
concessions on
But
it.
to answer your question directly, it meets everything. It's actually almost a poster child. It's exactly like those two lots look exactly like the ones in your book.
Yeah.
5 acres, they fan out.
Yeah.
But, like I say, we don't have the members available
Yeah,
to get a supermajority. So we're stuck.
okay. Well, that's too
I
bad.
hate to say that, but
Yeah,
anyway, okay. So you said what, June 27th?
June 27th.
I have a motion to postpone 46 Ridge Road, public hearing to June 27th.
second. or agree to that motion, is that the order? Yeah, sorry.
Second?
I have to recuse myself.
Oh, that's right. Wait a
Down to
minute.
two.
Wait a minute,
Yeah, this is administrative, so it's
Okay.
okay for Dick to
yeah,
vote. It's just to postpone the hearing, it's not the actual matter
Okay.
itself.
Second.
second. Discussion.
June 22nd, was that?
27.
7. Okay, thank you.
In favor?
Aye.
And similarly for 52 Ridge Road, postponed to June 27th for that public hearing.
I agree to motion.
Second.
Second, discussion. In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now to the real stuff. This is Forest Hill Drive Extension, continued from May 23rd. And we do have a report from Quinn Engineering. And I think for the most part, we have great detail on the waivers. First, personally, I don't see problems with the waivers.
Well, that's,
Excuse me, sir, can I get you to move around the corner?
Oh, yeah.
oh, no way. I set that up perfectly. Why do you think I made it
Thank you.
This car is bad. Okay, so I guess going by the numbers through this whole thing. The request of the waiver for the road waiver to be 18 feet. And his comment is the existing section is only 16 feet. And he does not see any objection to that waiver. I don't know, I think we discussed that even at the last meeting. It doesn't make sense to necessarily have to go out to the full 22 feet.
Right.
You confuse the snow plows in the wintertime.
So we did make it wider, so it's not a funnel, it's actually,
Mhm.
should be
Yeah.
easy to follow.
Okay, any, by the way, any comments on any of these? Because
Yep.
second waiver, no sidewalks, there are no sidewalks on Forest Hill. And, I am a staunch advocate of sidewalks.
I understand.
But I don't picture there ever will be sidewalks on Forest Hill,
And there's room, if it ever did somehow,
but there could be.
they could be. So,
Any comments on the board on that?
No, it is too bad there wasn't a way that people could access, Maple Ave and other places other than that one.
Yeah.
they don't own any of
Christmas.
them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's what I'm saying, it is too bad that it
Yeah,
couldn't happen.
okay.
Seems like a quiet neighborhood too, so.
Well, as much as I love sidewalks, and we have required them in virtually all of our subdivisions, I go into Bear Hill, even now Brice Lemon, any of the other subdivisions, and here's the mummies and the grandmas pushing the baby carriages down the middle of the road.
Oh, yeah.
Totally ignoring the sidewalks, and for this tiny subdivision, I'm gonna say so what.
Yep, understandable.
Okay, waiver number 3, reinforced concrete storm drains using the high-density polyethylene pipe. That's been a standard waiver
Yeah.
request that we've granted.
Yep.
in other subdivisions. So, he did, specify in there a recommendation, that the pipe be double wall pipe. with
No,
smooth
that's,
interior.
that's no
Standard.
problem, and I think that's standard.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay. And, part B, the flared end section be a manufactured reinforced concrete.
I'm not understanding that one. Of all the other projects we've done, it's all plastic right out, cause they snap on.
Yeah,
So changing that to concrete is like, I really don't understand
yeah,
why we brought that up.
it's, I've known the plastic.
There's a nice plastic
Yeah.
molded, high-density plastic that snaps onto that pipe and they grate around it and. So,
I've not noticed that.
I don't
To be
know.
perfectly honest with you. You have seen it?
Yes,
Okay,
I have no problem myself with that.
okay. I'll buy it. Uh,
These are 15-inch pipes, so security bars. I don't know if we put,
security bars, I'm pretty sure that we have waived that
All the
all
time.
the time. all the
that's
time.
such a small pipe. I mean, if it was a 5-foot pipe,
Right.
yeah, I'd keep the kids out of there, but.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
15 inch. Although.
I just
They'll
don't, yeah, really,
They'll
but I
try,
just
but-
don't keep it open for even
Yeah.
wildlife to in and out and
Well,
things
yeah.
like that, so.
And any kind of debris gets caught on it.
It goes
Yeah,
out.
Cleans it out.
yeah, exactly.
So, okay, again, it says the board may wish to seek input from DPW. Since we don't really have a DPW director,
We'll go, what we've been doing right
I
along.
think so. Number 5, head walls at the culvert ends, waiver requested to print.
There's only one.
Installation of flared end section outlet from draining in lieu of head walls.
Isn't that into that pond?
So that's the same, one comes into the pond, one leaves the pond.
Yeah.
So there are two. And that's the same,
It's the same thing.
same flared end goes in, flared end leaves. And that's what we've done the last 15 years.
Anybody, any problems with that one? Okay, waiver 6, granite curb items at the catch basins. I think we've moved away from that ever
Yeah.
since.
This actually has 2 catch basins. And it's got the Cape Cod berm, so the granite would just be a cloud catcher. Let's try to avoid that.
I think that went away with Kyle Christensen.
I think it did,
Yeah.
yeah. Which one? Junior or senior? Junior.
Okay, number 7, streetlights, they were requested. And once again, that's been a very, very common waiver for us.
Yep.
Let's cut down on the light pollution.
Correct.
How does the, how do lights get paid for? They come out of,
If it goes in, you know, if it's streetlights, then it's town,
yeah,
Town pays for it,
yeah.
so,
But we want the people to be able to see the
that's
stars.
simple.
yes. Although I don't know, right up in the center of town there. There's no
No.
light
Yeah,
anyway.
we got lights in the center for sure.
Okay, street trees. In this small section, how many feet of road are you talking?
That's 262 feet is the right of way. It's like 250 feet of road. The house, this is existing house. So we got a spot. We might be able to put one tree, which most likely the people will probably do something ornamental anyways. And this one, there's a spot here, and this is the tree line now, so. One of them things that,
Okay, that whole wavy line is a tree line?
this is a tree line right here, and there's nothing proposed in there, so.
Okay, and this as well?
And this is the tree line existing, but you're gonna take all this out to build this house and all this out to build that house. This is existing house. So it's,
Could you leave a tree there, somewhere there?
I would say
With Norm's name on it.
Yeah.
it's possible, but I don't wanna say they're gonna leave it natural, cause it's kinda scrubby trees up there, first of all.
Yeah.
So when it's clearing, they're gonna save it.
It was originally fields.
It was fields, they're gonna save a bent, crummy tree.
It's scrub brush.
That's,
Of course, though, we ought to maybe a couple hundred hard rock maples.
there you go.
Then the person can start boiling sap up there
Yeah.
There you go.
in 50 years or so.
Yeah, heard this not too long ago, talking about getting off the subject, but they do have a new way of tapping maple trees.
Yes. See if it's same as I was told.
They take basically saplings.
Yep.
Small diameter like this, lop the top right off, put a cap on the top and suck the
That's
sap.
it.
And
That's
suck
what
it. And suck it. And they're producing more than what a big tree would.
It only takes so many years to grow that size tree,
Yeah, oh yeah,
so they
they
can
can be closer together
they
too.
can reproduce. Wow. Say something always.
That's weird, that's weird.
That's interesting.
Anyway, yeah,
Well, it's up to you guys.
Okay.
What you wanna?
I don't know. Anybody, any thoughts on the street trees?
I myself feel that no, I don't want to see any trees in 50 to 100 years. Somebody has got to go in there and take them down because they're falling into the road or something like that. Let the homeowners plant their own on their own property.
Or creeping under the sidewalk like,
Yes. Yeah.
Destroying sidewalk.
Like Lenny's place up there.
That was pretty bad.
Oh my
That was so
God.
fast too.
I have never
like
seen
10
anything
years
like
and-
that. Ooh,
Yep, ruin the sidewalks.
Not good for skateboards. Do you guys have utility poles marked?
No, it's
and stuff
underground.
like- Okay,
All
so
underground.
that's nice.
Okay, waiver number 9, cul-de-sac plantings. Once again, we've
Yeah.
been routinely waiving that. So,
All right, that's good.
gotta have room for the helicopters to land.
Yes.
Okay, comments.
The only thing, one thing Julian, I did not see here, I know that Phillips Ave is in the back.
Yeah,
How close is the wetlands? Is it,
they're down here.
but there's some up here near Phillip and Maple Ave, there's some in there.
It may, if anything, looking at the contours, they're probably like here.
It comes, you can see it where it comes in,
Yeah,
it flows across.
the grades, the way the grades show it would be like this. Cause this is a little ridge on Snow's property. Cause this is what was just that
Yeah.
cell tower being done over here, and it ended right there. I actually saw that, and then maybe in here there is some, but it's well over the distance, 100 feet away from where we're touching.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I traveled up Phillips and looked over
And
on
that's
that,
all up gradient, actually. This
Well,
goes up a
it-
little,
and then comes back
and then comes
down.
back down over the ridge.
Yeah,
So we're,
but I didn't know just how close was close. That's
say
all.
it's over 100 feet from anything we're proposing.
So that's the only other thing I had for that.
Okay. Okay, item 2 says erosion control should be called out in areas where development work occurs. Including south perimeter of lot 1 and the east perimeter of lot 4.
As far as, doing the road, this is the 100-foot buffer. We got another 100 feet. I guess precautionarily, we'd probably put maybe something, when they build this, something right in here a little bit, but that's still another 100 feet before 100 feet. So it's really almost 200 feet away. So I didn't think it was, I guess, typical construction maintenance should be, maybe that could be a condition to make the contractor aware that keep the sediment in place, but as far as required by the Wetland Protection Act, we don't have anything that we need to deal with.
It's not gonna flow on the other person's property, or you've got it kicking out towards
I
the
guess,
back.
yeah, I could add right in here, just as precautionary. That's not a big deal, and it is probably a good safety. I can add that to the plan, that's easy. That's very simple.
And that was lot,
On lot number 1.
and also.
Then we're on lot number 4. That's going uphill. Kevin.
It's going uphill.
Yeah, they don't want us, we all know how it flows.
Yeah.
There's no way we can make it go that way, even if we tried without a pump. So that's,
Okay.
this is higher,
Mhm.
the entire is higher. So it's all going this way. So this, I agree with that one. We can give a precautionary.
Are they gonna grade anything, or,
Nothing's being graded here, it'll be graded here, but it's still,
yeah,
this is still higher here than it is here. So we're
contained, yeah.
contained.
Okay. Says over the first 125 feet, the physical roadway is not centered within the right of way, and blah, blah, blah. Says on the left side, the space between the roadway and the sideline ranges from 17 to as little as 3 feet. Future installation of utilities or other infrastructure, blah, blah, blah. And it just says the applicant should justify to the planning board why this configuration is proposed.
Okay, my justification, in our staff meeting,
Is this gonna be on sewer and water?
sewer and water.
Okay, so
Are already proposed.
So the infrastructure is going in now.
It's in.
So it isn't, that it's gonna be a future problem for sewer and water.
Right. And at our staff meeting, Joe Buckley, at the time, wish he was still here, and the fire chief and police chief, we were all at that meeting. And the reason why we went straight is because this road is paved right up to here right now, straight. So we followed what's there. This is existing. That's actually paved roadway. So we follow that and then made the end. And we couldn't go straight because this house would be in the zoning violation. Now we meet zoning. This is the setback line. I couldn't pick it this way and meet the minimum curve requirements. So that's why we did what we did. And if anything needs to be done, there's plenty of room on this side, which nothing needs to be done because it's all gonna be in the ground.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't seem to have, DPW had no issue with that because of what we've got going on.
Okay.
So there's my justification.
That's good enough justification.
It is for me.
Okay. Let's see. Applicants should request a waiver from typical roadway cross-section in subdivision plates.
Let's see what we did. I think we drew something, we didn't draw the typical because it's not typical. Alright. So we drew what we're going to do. It's not your typical, so it's not on the plan. I guess a waiver, we could ask for a waiver for that and make it simple. Or you're
Yeah.
approving this one. So it's however you wanna. It's got the same 18 inches of gravel, 6 inches of process, same X. The only thing that's different is that we're not directly centered.
No, but it is following the center of the other road.
Yes,
the
we're
existing
following the
road.
existing road.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, just where he is suggesting we should request a waiver, I think would be a good idea.
That's fine. I'll slide that right there from the cross section and go by the one. That's easy enough. All right, keeps- This one be- Number 3B. Okay, that's easy enough.
Okay, C is just, I guess it's just a warning, don't change it. So, stormwater and hydrology, the post-development watershed map, C is catchment, label catchment areas S2 and S3 are incorrectly. Or incorrectly what? Labeled incorrectly.
I think labeled incorrectly.
That was well, Michael.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Michael.
Yes.
That's his guy.
So in the stormwater report, there's a map that shows the pre and post condition, and it's just, we need to swap S2 for S3.
Yeah,
Next page. That one was labeled S2, that one labeled S3. In the report, it's all correct except for there.
so we'll fix that and get it to him, so with the report.
Yeah, okay,
So that's what we're gonna do on that one.
I
okay.
think it goes on to say the hydraulic analysis is not affected.
Yeah.
Just a typo.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, number 5, emergency overflow discharges run up during major storm events.
Okay,
Emergency outflow should only operate under emergency situations or hydrologic design must be applied.
okay, this one can be,
Tell me about it.
okay. This one, let me find the cross section. Okay. So, actually,
Right here is this cross section that shows.
the spillway.
So ultimately what happens in a 100-year storm, some water does pass this spillway.
Right here.
And typically we would make this 1 foot deep to account for any emergency flow. We made it, because it overtops by 0.4 feet, we made it a foot larger to account for any, I think the terminology is.
1.4
it's just- It's good standard engineering practice, and it accounts for any emergency flows or design uncertainties. All these things are calculated with a factor of safety, but that's an additional factor of safety.
That cross section you showed me.
Oh,
Right out of the stormwater. They want freeboard around the pond,
Mhm.
so it can't.
So here's
Just
two
keep-
examples from the stormwater, this is the
Actual
stormwater Bible.
The manual itself. So it shows,
In both cases, the 100-year storm event is overtopping the emergency.
so there's your
spill.
100 foot, then you have an extra foot of earth
Okay,
other than in that spillway. So it doesn't just start leaking all over every part of the detention pond, so they like to have a foot. We have that, so I'm not sure why that comment was made, but I'll talk to Kevin about that. And I'll show him this stuff.
you said you had more than the foot, right?
We have more, we got
Yes.
1.40, so we got more than a foot.
Okay. Okay,
So that I'm planning on getting whatever we do here, just like we always do, get it back to Kevin so that he gets resolved, and that's where he would,
yeah.
he would get that section.
Okay, item 6, stormwater operations management plan assigns ownership and maintenance to 27 Forest Hill Drive. May wish to request clarification as to how this entity will ensure long-term maintenance.
As part of the operation and maintenance plan, we assign ownership to the current owner, but it does say in that, the next line in that section says can be transferred to future owners. And in this case, the, all of the items out of the right-of-way fall on one singular lot.
So this one lot, we held it on.
See it on the site plan.
The person that,
Back
oh,
there,
this
right?
one, this one. Next one. I don't know why they don't call it stormwater or utility, but it's being treated like one now. It's well down, so we made sure we kept, only lot that's being affected is lot one, so whoever buys lot one has this on their property, and it'll be in their deed that they have
Oh,
this
okay.
pond.
It's gonna be on
So we don't have it, sometimes you end up, because of circumstance, a pond might come around, like at Brice's Estates, you got a mile-long pond, so it takes 3 or 4 or 5 lots.
Yeah.
So, but this one starts here, and it comes on this lot, so it affects this one. Person that owns this, owns that. And they have to follow whatever's in that
Yeah.
maintenance.
Okay.
What type of stuff goes wrong,
The only thing they really need to do is mow it
just keep it clear.
and keep it clear. If this gets blocked off, it's gonna stop bubbling up here, and you realize,
Yeah.
instead of having the water here, open this up and
The catch basin is the town's responsibility though?
catch basins of the towns, right up to this
So if
point
it
here.
gets filled with sand or something, they go.
So they'll probably replant the garden, just like deer,
Yeah,
deer,
you know,
deer run will be a garden.
Oh my God.
A volleyball court.
Yeah.
It'll be-
RC car park or something.
So,
the interesting part of this whole thing is I don't recall for all of these detention ponds, there ever being a major issue with something going wrong with them.
No.
because they're so gigantic.
That the town ever had to do anything.
No.
And we've got dozens of them.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of a single one that I've ever dealt with that's, after the storm, they drain. That's the way that they've been designed, and
Yeah. So,
The Windy Ridge over here down below by the rail bit, I thought that detention pond here was gonna get loaded and everything else. Nothing.
nothing.
Matter of fact, they had to get in there and cut the trees out.
yeah.
It's unreal.
I think the rules you have to follow have factors of safety on top of factors of safety, so
Yeah. Okay, item 7, actually, I think we've already,
He's really onto those flared ends today. He must have had a job somewhere where the town did not like HDPE pipe.
yeah,
Even Holden allows HDPE pipe. Even Holden.
even older, wow.
Even Holden, and that's like surprising. I guess I wish Clee's listening, huh, Clee? Oh my gosh.
Well,
So that's it, so
that's the end of that report. So, you do have some changes to make. You do
couple
have
changes,
a little bit of
we'll make sure that we,
Kevin.
I'll talk with Kevin and we'll get him to get that resolved out of his end. And the waivers, you guys seem to be okay with them, and
Yeah.
these changes can be done, and I'll have these back to him before the end of the week, so.
Yeah, however.
I know he's got his time to go through it, but this has been, thank you for your guys' time, and
So, anyway, like I say, I just, only for his sake, he can get somebody else on board, you know? And for our sake too, for that matter. Because I'm, I am wondering, granted, there's probably not much need for it right now, but I'm wondering if Kevin is getting around to even do any kind of inspections at the subdivisions,
I don't know.
Mm.
you know? So, anyway,
All right. Did I make a motion to close the hearing?
no,
Continue.
Continue. You could close and vote it right now, I'm cool with that. And make it a condition that we get this one question resolved, I'm all for that. But if you want one more,
let's do, and you need to sign
we'll
that.
make it, we could do that,
I don't,
pretty close.
I don't see anything really serious.
27th.
June 27th. Do I have a motion?
And at what time?
6:45.
45, so moved.
Second.
All right,
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
all right,
Aye.
thank you very, very much.
Let's see.
So you roll this up with those comments.
Assuming you get that to Kevin.
Yep.
Obviously, the better it's gonna be.
I think there'll be, one item is that one detention pond tree board.
Should be able
That's
to
what you-
tomorrow or Thursday.
And we do need something in writing about that additional waiver request.
Yep, I'm gonna put it right on this cover sheet,
Okay,
so it'll be
okay.
right on there. All right, at least they're all like this.
Yeah.
They should be, remember that, they should just all be simple.
The only thing I'm just
Dream
gonna
on.
note quickly is that when we do get to our decision, since we don't really have anyone here to write the decision document, but I do have a model to follow.
Okay,
So, but I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be as quick as,
that's fine, we understand. The key is that it's hit that point,
it'll be as quick as it can be.
and the poor guy that's flipping this realizes, I have something.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good.
We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, guess what? That's,
Okay, so, something unanticipated and how is, any other discussions not reasonably anticipated within 48 hours of the meeting? And seeing as how this thing is cutting down so quick.
yep,
I don't know, I'd like to have an update, at our next meeting about our town planner, if, how is it coming along? Number one.
okay. Well, Tamika, I talked with you. I don't know if you want to update the rest of the board on what you told me.
There have been a few applicants, promising applicants for the position. A couple in particular seem to be very strong. So Austin has been in communication with them and will be scheduling the interviews soon. He's just tied up all next week, literally every day with interviews for the DPW director position. So he's trying to go on down the line, but the wheels are in motion.
Okay. All right, that'll be good. I feel that, I don't wanna get behind the 8 ball without having somebody here. That,
Well, yeah, what I mean, as soon as reasonable, but once again, I can understand. I think we're probably better off without a planner than DPW is without a director.
they need a director. They
Yeah.
need a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Most definitely.
So,
Because this one resident is not too happy. They're gonna work on Wachusett, but they're not gonna take stuff from Wachusett to fix Overlook. Oh, no.
mhm,
They're gonna be resurfacing probably and fixing the culverts and all that and part of Wachusett.
oh,
And I asked at the selectmen's meeting if it's possible to,
oh,
bless you, to have the grindings to fix, part of Overlook Road, because
Yeah.
I watched Trees Unlimited come in tonight, and I says, "You've gotta be kidding me. If the town wants to get sued for a truck frame being wrecked, I mean, it's terrible. It is terrible."
and they don't want to do it?
According to Chris for crying out loud, no money. If you're gonna try to do it with chapter money for crying out loud, you have to have a minimum of 500 feet and all that, and it's just no money and time,
But this is just grindings, right?
just grindings. But he doesn't want to put the grindings on what little hot top is left. So you need to grind everything up on there, put the
Okay.
grindings down
Yeah.
while we got hot weather so they can set.
Yeah, okay.
And with the truck traffic going in and out, it could get compacted down and be nice and tight.
Yeah.
But it's time. So that fourth, we need a director to look into this stuff.
Yeah.
so I can write a list of things. Give it to the director rather than give it to Leah.
Dick, you've already got it written. You know you do.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. Okay. But I mean, the planner is very important. I can't believe how much stuff Dave did for everybody. And I still haven't had a chance to look at the master plan yet, but you know, I want to get involved with that too. Looking it over.
Is it still the 6 to 8 hours in the office for the town planner? Are we looking for full-time?
Oh, no, we're
still?
looking, the permanent position is full-time.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't think Austin is pursuing anything more for
Okay.
interim,
Not
Yep.
this time, no.
which, like I say, the biggest thing we've got is this
Yeah.
and Hilltop. And Hilltop was basically close to resolved before it was withdrawn. So I don't see that being a major problem. You don't know what's gonna come up,
True.
and
that's a whole other gamut, because what caught me was the other night when they said how many lots were, when I was listening to, I think it was Concom, or it could have been Selectmen, I can't remember where I heard it. And Blair was talking about Brintnal. How many lots are already sold over there?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Before you know it, it's gonna be, you might be starting something else, another subdivision. So,
yeah, the only thing, and Peter and I were talking at the bylaw meeting today a little bit. The only remaining subdivisions that do not fall under the managed growth thing are Brintnal Estates and Noble Hill. That's it.
Noble Hill does not.
But
So what's-
for example, this one will, Hilltop will,
Yeah,
and anything else that happens.
because that's separate, that's all individual A and Rs, more or less.
Mhm.
The lots were separate.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's,
Yeah. And I was hoping, also, if we have a little bit of time, we have a new member here, it'd be nice to go over the subdivision rules and regulations and read them.
mhm,
Do they need to be changed or something like that? And
Yeah.
of course, and one of the things that I feel that, how come we don't have, when somebody comes in with a subdivision, part of it should be low income. It's got to be in there someplace,
it would be,
because we have to get, we're so low in that 10%.
Yeah.
We're
oh,
down
yeah.
1 point something or something like that. It's terrible.
Crazy Paul.
Once again, that would require some research
Oh, yeah,
to figure out how we do it correctly. And that's where the planner comes in.
yeah. And we have less than a year. Then I'm out.
Mhm.
Supposedly.
You'll run again.
Oh, don't do it.
I don't know, we'll see what happens. But, there are little things here and there, and I just feel that
Yeah,
We
we're
need-
going over, yeah.
we need to get more involved.
There's that.
Yeah.
One of my big things is, I don't wanna let, that small business park
Yeah,
go flat on us.
that's right.
And I don't even have a hint where we go from where we are now on that one.
Well, maybe we should have a meeting of a non-meeting, or, to sit down and have a talk amongst the group, and what should be the next.
Well, the next is gonna be the rules and regulations regarding it.
Yeah,
And I don't know, I'm blank on that one.
well, maybe that's something that the new planner could,
And I honestly think it's probably where we are gonna need to bring in CMRPC.
if we get enough hours.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
Well, so much for the bad news.
right,
There's some good stuff in there, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we are surviving.
And we will.
Yeah, and we will. And I hope, certainly, we're not gonna make any big mistakes, let's put it that way.
Oh. How do we learn?
Yeah.
By mistakes.
Which, see, now, with this one, what I'm gonna have to do is, I did ask, Dave at the dinner, whether he had written any decisions on subdivisions.
Yeah.
And he said, yes, Maple Hill Estates, he wrote that one. So we've got a template to go by,
Okay,
so,
well, that'd be good.
which I don't think I'm really gonna wanna dump that on you unless you really want it.
I'm happy to help.
So, I guess maybe a big thing was, I would assume he saved that decision on the computer.
I'm sure we can find it.
So if that's the case, then I'm kind of thinking we maybe just do cut and paste.
Yep, absolutely, we can look at that.
But
We'll get it done, don't worry.
I'm willing to do more on that than this other stuff. So,
And how about sometime in the future, a bylaw?
bylaw for,
Alternate membership.
oh, I don't know, I'm gonna do a little bit of looking into that one.
I don't know if any other towns around would have anything like
That's
that.
where I'm gonna look, that's where I'm gonna start looking. Or maybe would it maybe be wise to ask Anita if she could, because she can search through her associations or whatever that she has.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's a good idea.
maybe I'll ask her
Yeah,
if she can send out a feeler, does any other town have an alternate bylaw?
perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
I'd like that, yeah,
Okay,
because I don't want to get into a jam again and have something,
yeah, like I say, I don't see a solution right now
no,
to our problem.
no.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to Kevin a little bit about coming to meetings and stuff, and, cause he likes estate lots and all this stuff, and there were two in here, and, you know, it'd be nice to see him come in and vote for those, or at least whatever he's obligated to do, you know, as part of those projects, so. Trying, you know.
All you can do.
See if you can.
anyway, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn,
What time is it?
7:30.
7:30 on the dot.
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Wow.